Greetings, fellow Demon Slayers. This is Taimanin Mari here today with another video. Before getting started, you know the drill. The Discord link will be in the description for anybody interested in joining. The server's still been pretty chill for the most part. We still have a good time. We're at about 285 people, I think, last I looked, so anyone interested in joining, let's get that number to 300 joined, and that'll be pretty awesome. So for today's topic, I got a couple questions over the little Thanksgiving break I took. People are asking what I do for gems. You know, how do I farm gems when I'm not buying them? Because like the gems I have right now, I think after I finished She Who Shall Not Be Named Gacha, I had about 400 gems sitting, and I'm at 1991, and I haven't brought any, so I guess people noticed them going up, and a couple people asked me what I'm doing to farm gems. So today I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys what I do. So for starters, I'm sure this isn't new to anyone. I do my weekly missions every week without fail. So that does net me 70 gems a week. They're really easy to do. Like you can see here, they're just kind of little odd jobs you can take care of to get gems. The golden pass is not here, but I do make sure to complete my golden pass as soon as possible. Like the first golden pass was time gated, the second one wasn't, so I literally just went ahead and did everything on that pass within the first couple of days. Getting that done will net you, even as a free-to-play, I think it was 50 gems. I think the last two rewards are 25 and 25, so a total of 50. Okay, so the next thing I do, every piece of content in the game that comes out, I make sure to run it through hard mode. I know this tip isn't super helpful to everyone because some people hard may still be out of reach, which is fine. Like, this isn't a game that you rush, it's something that you play over time and slowly get stronger. So even if you can do say chapter 7 was coming out tomorrow and we didn't have it, even if you could just do through normal, that's 100 more gems, because that would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So make sure, whenever a new piece of content comes out with new nodes, you're running those to get your maximum gem output, because that's really where, a good chunk of my gems come from. Like, this is done through hard. If I go to the events tab, I made sure to clear Mari through hard. But basically, whenever anything is out that's limited or new, like new story or a new event, make sure you do them. Because even if you can only do through normal, you're going to get 100 gems as long as you're getting the challenges done. And then if you can clear through hard, that's 150 gems. So that's another way I have been accumulating gems. Because they're borderline spamming us with new events, and we've been getting new story, I think, every 2 to 3 weeks. I'm not really paying attention to when it comes out, but we've got a new story twice already, so that in and of itself is 300 more gems. The other method I use is, of course, I think a lot of people know about this by now, is taking gems from your supporters. So I have all of them done except for, I believe, Mari. But as you can see here, I haven't harvested Katajina yet. I'm saving her for a rainy day because she's going to give me 50 gems. So she's there for when I need her. And as I stated, I haven't really messed with using Mari yet. I just leveled her up and kind of let her chill there. But yeah, I plan to get her to max intimacy and harvest her. And then, you know, every other supporter that I have here is done already. So there's really no gems to be had from them. But when I did them, I think I got upwards of 1,000 gems. Actually, I did get 1,000 gems because there were 26 supporters I had here. And it netted me 50 gems per supporter. And that's actually a majority of those gems, that was literally it cost 5,800 gems to do mileage. So those gems paid for literally a fifth of that to do the She Who Shall Not Be Named gacha. And if I'm being real, for that gacha I did for her, I had about 3,000 gems that I had farmed up between the Renko gacha and hers, and only really paid for 3,000. I didn't pay for that full amount of gems. And when I'm going for Emily in a couple days, the same thing applies. I'm not going to be paying the full amount because I already have about 2,000 gems here, so I'll be paying a reduced amount. So it does pay to save gems, like even if you have no desire to spend money on the game, because this 1,900 gems I'm holding here is probably for about 3 to 4 weeks of work. If I were to sit for 3 to 4 months, and I know that's probably like a long time, but that's about how long it takes to reach pity in most gacha games. Like in Honkai Impact, it takes me about 2.5 to 3 months of heavy grind to be able to guarantee myself pity for a character. So if I can stick to getting, say, 1,900 a month, or we'll even say 1,500, in 4 months, I would have enough to do mileage for whatever character they release. Which, while that seems slow, that isn't really bad, because you would be getting a mileage skin for free. And this is why I say anyone who's a Murasaki fan, or Sue fan, because at the rate that they're taking to put those two out, they're kind of lucky if they've been hoarding gems diligently for those characters, because they can probably actually get mileage for free. So, the other method I use, of course, would be the arena. Now, I do try to push for like top 100 weekly, and that's just to get my hands on the 100 gems because I like the nice rounded out number. But that's not even necessary. Like what a lot of people do, like especially like in my Discord server and in the Action Taimanin Discord itself, and what I see kind of getting passed around from people in the know, is you just simply need to aim for top class. That's only 6,000 points. It's really not that hard to achieve. You're not going to be fighting anyone insanely strong, just getting to 6,000 points for top class. If you try to push further in the top class, then you're going to start fighting boys in the top 100 who probably have like fully built teams. But just to reach top class for the week, and then you don't need to play anymore because your points won't degrade for that week. What they'll do is when the season ends on Sunday, your points will drop down to a certain amount, and then you're just able to climb back up to top class again. So 75 gems extra per week isn't bad. Like if you count this 75, if you're able to reach at least top class and add it to the 70 you would get from your actual weekly missions, that's 145 gems right there. And that's every week. So yeah, that's not really a bad time. That's like what, 290 gems every 2 weeks, and then per month that would be 580 gems if my math is right. I'm kind of just doing it off the top of my head. Of course, we all know about the special mode. I don't expect people to run this 4 times a day on every 6-hour cooldown. I try to, but sometimes I fall asleep or forget about it for an hour or two. But it's just a nice way to get gems. It's a gem generator, so every time you see it off cooldown, if you can manage, just go do it. It's only 3 gems, but if you even do it twice a day, that's 6 gems a day. There's 30 days in a month. 6 times 30 is 180 extra gems per month, if you're able to just do this twice a day. And then if you're able to do it 4 times a day, that would be 360 gems a month, if my math is right. Yeah, 12 times 30, yeah, 360 gems a month. So the special mode does pay off. But the real takeaway here is you're not going to just get like a huge influx of gems outside of like your initial supporter payout, because yeah, when you first start the game, you're going to get flooded with a bunch of new supporters because you don't have a lot. And then if you work their intimacy up, yeah, that's going to be a beautiful payout of gems. On top of when you start the game, you're going to get an influx of achievos, and every achievement milestone you'll be getting gems for that. So since these things have slowed down for me, I'm kind of getting gems more from the real progression, like which would be your weekly missions, my weekly arena. I aim for top 100, but top class will do because that'll still net you 75. I try to do my special modes when I can. Any new piece of content added, I do. That includes like doing this dreaded arena prologue. I even did this just because it gave gems, It doesn't even give an achievement. So, yeah, that's, you know, that's really everything. I just wanted people to, like, get an idea of what I do, so they have an idea of what to do to focus gems. Don't expect, like I said, if you've been playing the game a while already and you're watching this video, if your achievements are starting to dry up, like mine are kind of on the verge of being, you know, not really dried up. Like, I still obviously get achievements, but when you first start the game, you're getting a lot of achievements, so it's going to inflate your gem income. And it's the same thing as far as, like, having missions to do. Like, it's going to inflate your income because you'll have all of these missions to run through hard, and then, you know, whatever event is up at the time, and then you'd even have the gems for your dailies. But there's still ways to get gems even with an older account. It's just kind of a slower grind. It's more of a marathon, not a race type thinking. If the game wasn't rushing out content, I could confidently say you get enough gems to farm to be able to pull at your leisure. The only reason things are so bad right now is because they're just rushing content. Like, we literally have a pickup gacha up. Fuyumi's considered a staple. We have Emily here staring at me with her big green eyes. She's adorable. And then tomorrow we have the Yuki gacha coming. So it's simply not possible to keep up in this setting with everything without throwing money at the game. It is unfortunate, and I do hope they, like, slow it down a bit after they get caught up to Japan or whatever they're looking to do. But when things do slow down, maybe they'll start repeating gachas. Like, I'm not in the know about anything. I'm just kind of tossing what ifs out at this point. But yeah, maybe when they slow down, you know, people who save their gems diligently will be able to find some success in the gacha because they won't be being rushed and manhandled to pull on this, that, and the third. So we just have to wait for the game to get to that point and see, unfortunately. But either way, yeah, this is how I farm gems. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the Nerfed Gifts. I haven't seen any AP potions yet. I'm sure they're probably, like, being real cautious about how many they give us, because I know that they know it's going to cause a problem. I'm positive they know. But as you can see here, I mentioned it yesterday, but I didn't have any proof. Here we have gacha tickets again. There's only 2 of them instead of the normal 3, which is rather disappointing because they are only rare tickets. I just hope to God when we get the AP potions that they remain at 3. So that's all I wanted to cover today. If you found it helpful, please like or subscribe, as it really does help out the channel. Yeah, there's no real news on anything else to support, or to report, rather. We have maintenance coming tomorrow, as everyone knows, so I'll have a video tomorrow, of course, but make sure you're properly prepped for maintenance. Like, there's nothing really going away. There's nothing going away right now, so we're not really, like, in a rush to get anything done. But the Yuki supporter is coming out, so if you do want to support her, make sure you grab her bundle for the skin. Or if you're interested in pulling in her gacha, it will be available alongside the other 2. So with that, you guys have a great rest of your day. May you have good luck in the gachas and in your arena this week. You guys go ahead and you take care.